Welcome to the Weekend Review. This is Razak, Senior Trading Strategist here at CMTrading. So looking at the biggest events of the week, it was Facebook, Apple, Microsoft making all new record highs, bringing up the NASDAQ to all-time record highs. So lots happening in the markets going into the tail end of the summer. We are in the last week of August going into the first week of September. So first, let's take a recap of the various markets, starting out with the Forex symbols. The US dollar traded and trended lower this week versus the major pairs, including the Aussie USD, specifically the GBP and the Euro. So that was a major correction for the general market in terms of the dollar. Now that is good news because it means that the indices in the States that are making new highs are doing it correlated to the dollar, okay, which is what we want to see. That is healthy, that is normal. So the NASDAQ making all-time new highs, the Dow Jones hovering new highs, but not making new highs is also normal. So that is something, that's a trend I like to see, okay, the dollar getting weaker, the index getting stronger, and a negative correlation there between the two. Now, if the markets actually decide to actually correct itself, I would expect the dollar to get stronger. Okay, in terms of commodities, gold pretty much unchanged this week, not doing much. What oil actually gained, made a little bit of a comeback from last week. Now, in terms of the stocks, it's a FANG stocks. It's a Facebook, Apple, and Microsoft that really led the market higher. Now, what is interesting, Amazon, after missing its quarter and trading below its support level, actually made a comeback as well. So that was very interesting. In terms of the big board stocks that we follow, Alcoa and JP Morgan had a nice week, a nice recovery this week. Alcoa even getting back to its level of where we sold off from $45 down to $35 and back to $45. That's an important level for it to be back to. Now, I can't stress this enough. Instead of focusing your time on Forex symbols, which have been trading of late, but there's so much more volatility in the US stocks, okay, that has continued, and it seems to be the general consensus is that's going to continue as well. Now, looking at cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin actually consolidated and traded lower this week, but then made a recovery and is consolidating between the 50,000 and 46,000. We ended the week up on a high note, so that's good to see. Now, looking at the upcoming events of this week, number one, we have a major national holiday in the United States called Labor Day, and that's going to be celebrated on September 6th. That's a Monday. So the U.S. markets are generally closed. That means the Dow Jones and the NASDAQ will both be closed, although you can trade the Forex symbols, but it's going to be lighter trading that day, so just be aware of it. Now, going into the first week of September, we've got a couple of major events coming up that you should know about. Wednesday, we have the Bank of Canada having a rate decision, and also on Wednesday, out of the United States, GameStop, which is that major gaming company that has a bunch of retail stores across the United States, is reporting quarterly results on Wednesday as well. So that's a really important event. And then topping it all off on Thursday, out of the ECB, that's the European Central Bank, we have a monetary policy that's an interest statement policy. So that's really an important event as well. So lots happening. We are seeing the markets actually kind of come back to life as we're getting back into work or work mode as summer vacation officially ends on Labor Day. That's Monday. And then you'll see much more activity in the market. So wishing you all a beautiful remainder of the weekend. God bless. Thank you.